Welcome to the Traveling Traders. My name is Paul. Today is Monday, the 3rd of March, 2023. And man, if you saw the market tear off on Friday and didn't get in or didn't see it coming, I suggest you really need to step back, step away from the mouse and down tools and take stock of your trading strategy, because Friday was some of the most sublime, perfect price action you will ever see. And if you don't understand Elliott Wave Theory, you're probably scratching your head wondering, could we have even seen that coming? How did we have to trade that thing? So stick around because I'm going to show you how. So I've got the Nasdaq futures open over here. This is a 5-minute chart, and this is where we are right now. And so on Friday, there was this tear to the upside, about 2% higher on the day. And one wonders, could you have seen this coming? Now, Elliott Wave Theory, if you want to know more about Elliott Wave Theory, how to apply Elliott Wave Theory to your day trading, just go to my website, thetravelingtraders.com. I've got a free 1-hour video series there. It will change your day trading life. Some of the best investments you'll ever have in videos out there. So the Elliott Wave Theory looks like this. It goes wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a correction. That is a bullish series. Wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then an A, B, C correction. Now, each wave has its own set of rules and guidelines to follow, and I suppose this is what trips a lot of people up, because they get so wrapped up in the complicated details about Elliott Wave Theory. Strip it all away. Stop looking for triangles and pennants and bull flags. Forget all of that crap and just watch for the waves develop on your chart. So what am I talking about? If we go back just a few days to Thursday last week, I released a video saying what I was expecting to happen on Friday. Then you will notice you had a wave 1, followed by a wave 2, and then a wave 3, and then this is what we saw. It went to about over here. What I was saying, we can predict a down move to a wave 4, and then just a nice wave higher to complete the wave 5, and we would want to get in on that buy zone to go back to the upside and retest the high of wave 3. But how did we know that these were correct Elliott wave sequences going up? Because it followed all of the rules. If you look at wave 1, wave 2 tends to retrace to very specific zones, which it did so perfectly over here. And now that we can establish this, we can draw some pretty reliable targets to help to even further solidify that we are on the right track. So we use our Fibonacci extension tool and look at this. It got to the extension zone, the profit zone, beautifully. So we've got all sorts of evidence here that we are dealing with an Elliott wave sequence. And then it gets even better from there. Now that we can see that there was a wave 3, this is the time to start really digging in and trying to figure out where do we want to buy. Now this is how I do it. Wave 3, you can draw a line, and it loves to go to the 38% pullback of the move of wave 3. So now, while it got to the profit target over there, I would not consider this right there to be the high of wave 3. Why? Well, because this pullback here was too shallow. It did not come down enough to trigger the 38.2% pullback in order to retest the high. However, if I now take this to the top of this wave 3, that move right there, look what happens. It's starting to correct down. Wave 3 the wave 4 pullback, the zone that we would be interested in is this 38.2% pullback. And what happens? Let's just move along. Right over there, it triggers almost to the tick. Almost to the tick. And what happens? The market just takes off like a jackrabbit to the upside. This is telegraphed. This is the sort of thing you want to look for. It doesn't matter if it's crude oil or gold or the S&P or the Nasdaq. These are the patterns you're looking for day in and day out. And if you do not recognize them, the institutions are going to be picking your retail pocket every single day as a day trader. Really take the time to invest to learn into Elliott Wave Theory. But okay, how did I get in on that move? Did I buy it right over there? And the answer is no, just because I like to trade a small account. I have a $4,000 account because I'm trying to show people how you can reliably trade this thing very profitably, even on small accounts. And to do that, I need to trade a very specific sequence, right? I want to look for a wave within a wave. So let's just say you've got wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there is an Elliott wave sequence. You will notice that waves 1, 3, and 5 would have their own 5-wave sequence. So wave 1, for example, would look like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, correct down. Wave 3 would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you get the point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I want to trade that one because I can have smaller stops, nice, really tall, nice out of the way profit targets, go for 300-400 ticks worth of profit for 100 tick stop. So now that the market has reached this wave 4 buy zone and we're getting a good reaction off of it, I'm now looking to trade higher. So let's look for the smaller wave sequence, and it happened beautifully. Let me zoom in here to show you what I'm talking about. Can you see the Elliott wave sequence on your screen again? Here it is. Wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it took off again. How about that? Why is this the correct sequence? Now, it needs to follow the rules. This is not the beginning of wave 1. That right there is the beginning of wave 1. For details as to why, just watch the video series on my website. It will tell you more. But now let's just look at that wave 1. Wave 2 needs to pull back to the pullback zone, which happened beautifully. Check. Right? Well, once you see that, you can start drawing some Fibonacci extension targets. There you go, and it hit the zone beautifully, just about to the tick, right? It hit the zone. So gorgeous. That is exactly what you're looking for. Tick. Now that you see that, we are interested to get in. So we look at a pullback of wave 3. We wanted to get to the 38.2% pullback, which happened right there. Took off like a jackrabbit, retest the high of wave 3, or just go for nice longer targets if you like to. But again, perfect trade. Happen again. But did it stop there? No, no, no. It just keeps on going. So if you've missed that move, we'll just have a look at the sequence again. So you've had your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do we expect? An A, B, C correction. And then what are we expecting? Another 5-wave sequence. Is that what happened? Well, you bet your bottom dollar. Here's exactly what happened. Can you see it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it goes again. Well, let's just make sure that it's following the rules. Wave 1. Where's the pullback zone? There it is right there. Tick. Well, let's start drawing some targets. Did it get to the target zone? And you don't want to see the market blast through your target zone. It needs to get to the target zone and then kind of stop in its track. If it just blasts straight through without any kind of a pause, well, you're probably on the wrong track. You need to re-look at where the sequence is. But again, there it is right there, and it's starting to pull back into a wave 4. Well, where would we want to get interested and to get in on the market? Well, we want to get in on the 38.2% pullback, which is right over there, and it keeps on hitting that level, and it gets bouncing off of it, and then eventually takes off again to the upside. Well, there you go. Beautiful trade again. So, okay, in review, we've had a beautiful wave sequence going up. What can we expect? We know the sequence looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we want a correction in order to look at the price pattern to go back up again. So we've had all of that up move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we can expect an A, B, C correction going down. Waves A and C tends to also have its own 1, 2, 3. It tends to have its own little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, correct higher, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, correct higher. Therefore, if you're going to sell this market right now, you do not want to go any further than the 50% correction zone of that up move, because Elliott Wave Theory. Again, just watch my video series and it's going to go deep into why this works so well. But let's quickly switch to to a 60-minute chart, because that move higher was just so good. Could you have seen that move coming? Well, this is where it gets fascinating, because if you go back, if you go back to about early January, look what happened. I see an Elliott Wave sequence. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it corrected down. Isn't that beautiful? Well, it followed all of the rules. Whereas wave 1 corrected to very close to the corrected series, which is good. If we go down here to look for the waves, even closer. And so we can then see, well, where are the targets? If this was the wave 1, it bounced straight off the target zone, so we're on the right track, and then it bounced off of it again and just blasted through. So this could be a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very likely. But now what could also be just as likely is this could be wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, wave 5 does not have to retest the high of wave 3 in order to be a valid Elliott wave sequence. It definitely tries, but I do like to confirm that a wave 3 target is bouncing around within that target zone. That for me is one of my unbreakable rules that I want to see in order to buy a wave 4 pullback. But now that you had that correction back down, which is your A, B, C correction after that lovely move up all the way through January and February, I wonder, where was the pullback zone? What are the odds that that pullback zone right there was between 50 and 61.8% pullback of this up move? Have a look. Well, holy crap on a cracker. Look at that. So this move to the upside was telegraphed. You had to be looking for it though, and you had to understand Elliott Wave Theory in order to practically apply this to your day trading. So now that we've seen this, we know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Today we can expect a correction, and then I bet you a chocolate fish, and I love my chocolate fish, that during March we're going to see some screaming upside. If it fails, I can fail spectacularly. But also, don't forget, just follow the Elliott wave sequences, right? Just get your day trading plan together about where you want to day trade this. I like to buy the wave 4 pullback at the 32.8% pullback of a wave 3, buy it back up again to retest the high. It's one of the easiest trades that you can find and do out there. Forget everything else. This works for me, and I've been doing this since 2014. Again, if you want to know more, please just go onto the website. It's totally free video course describing Elliott Wave Theory, and you can start applying that right away to your day trading. Start making some money out of this thing. Until next time, have a great day, guys.